So today we are going to be playing a math game where you try and fill in a hundredths chart using a deck of cards that is spread out all over a table. So for this one, I am using a regular deck of cards. If you are using an Uno set of cards, you will want to remove the draw 4, draw 2, reverse, skip, and wild cards, leaving only the cards that have the numbers 0 through 9 on them. For a regular deck of cards, I've removed the kings, the queens, and the jokers. So I've kept the aces and the jacks in. So a jack for this game is going to be equal to a 0. So this is a 0. And an ace, like this, is equal to a 1 for this game. So we have the jack for 0, the ace for 1, and then we have the numbers 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So we're going to try and use all of those cards to fill up the hundredths chart. So remember, an ace equals a 1. So we're going to grab that one and set it aside and color in the 1. And then we're going to try and find a 2 and set that aside and color in the 2. And you're going to do that all the way up through number 10. And when you get to an 11, for the numbers 11 all the way up to 99, you're going to have to grab 2 cards to fill them in. So the numbers 11 through 99 are 2-digit numbers, meaning they have a number in the tens place and a number in the ones place. So for example, if you were trying to make 92, you would need to grab a 9 and a 2, because when you put those next to each other, that makes 92. So you would grab both of those cards and set them aside and fill in the 92. And if you were trying to make the number 30, you would need to grab a 3, and you would also need a 0. So you would need to find a jack. So you would need a 3 and a jack to make 30, because 30 is 3 and a 0. So again, you would set those aside and you would fill in the 30. And if you were trying to make the number 12, you would need a 1 and a 2. And remember, for the ones, we use an ace. So you would need an ace and a 2. Because when you put an ace and a 2 next to each other, the ace is a 1. So that makes 12. And then you would fill in the 12. So you're going to do that for the entire hundredths chart. Eventually, you're going to run out of cards on your table because a deck of cards doesn't have enough numbers in it or enough cards in it to fill in an entire hundredths chart. So once you run out of cards on the table, you're going to mix up all the other cards like this, and then you're going to lay them back down on the table like before. So I just laid mine out in some rows on the table, whatever fits on the table you're using. And then you're gonna keep doing the same thing until you have completely filled in your hundredths chart. And remember, for the number 100, you're gonna need 3 cards. You're going to need a 1, a 0, and another 0, which means you're going to need 1 ace and 2 jacks to be able to fill in the 100. Have fun!